Traveling with an animal can be complicated. And no, I don't mean the stuffed kind. If you're traveling with a pet, it's probably going to be expensive, and depending on where you're headed, it might not even be possible. If this is your first time traveling with a pet, or maybe just your first time traveling with a pet in more than a year, here's what you need to know. If you think you can fly with your pet as an emotional support animal, you might have been able to in the past, but you're probably not able to do that anymore. As of December 2020, the Department of Transportation ruled that airlines are no longer obligated to recognize your pet as an emotional support animal. While airlines will accept service animals, and they're legally required to, they don't necessarily need to look at emotional support animals the same way. Most major airlines have since ruled that they won't accept pets as emotional support animals. That means you'll actually have to check your pet with you, either in cargo or pay for them to go under seat in front of you. It's most likely that you want your pet in the main cabin with you. Most airlines will let you take your pet in the main cabin, but there will be a fee. Expect to pay at least $100 to take them with you, and that's in addition to the airfare you already paid for yourself. Additionally, your pet is probably going to be small enough to fit under the seat in front of you. If your pet is bigger than that, then you'll have to take them in cargo. But even taking them in cargo can be super expensive, and it might not even be possible. Most pet cargo fees start at $200, even $300. And ever since COVID, a lot of airlines actually said they would no longer transport pets in cargo. In fact, Delta and United still won't transport your pet in cargo. My favorite airline for traveling with pets is Alaska. Technically, you can bring up to 4 pets with you. Good news for you cat ladies. You can have 2 per carrier, and you'll have to buy the seat next to you as well, but between those 2 seats, you could have 4 pets total. Alaska's also great because they don't cap it to just cats and dogs, which is common with a lot of airlines. Alaska also allows you to bring household rabbits and birds. Flying with your pet can be complicated, but often finding a place to stay with your pet can be even harder. I surveyed 130 random hotels across the country, varying degrees of luxury, location, and I found that only about half of them even accepted pets. Of those that do, they mostly charge big pet fees. Even the ones that call themselves pet-friendly charge pet fees. I found the average nightly rate was $69, and that's in addition to the rate you're already paying to stay there. And $69 can even be kind of low. The Ritz-Carlton Rancho Mirage charges $250 to bring your pet with you. And many pet-friendly hotels still might not accept your pet, even for a fee. It's pretty common to see weight limits, so if your pet is bigger than 40 pounds, maybe get Fido on a diet ASAP. Additionally, a lot of hotels have restrictions on the number of pets. 1 to 2 pets per room is something I frequently see, so you can't bring your whole menagerie with you. And finally, a lot of hotels have rules about pets not being left unattended. Expect to bring your pet out with you on vacation the whole time. Make sure you have a plan for what your dog's going to be doing if you're going to the theater or, say, a restaurant that won't accept pets, because you might need a backup plan in terms of pet sitting. As far as traveling with your pet, there are a couple brands that are really great. IHG's Kimpton brand doesn't charge pet fees, and they'll accept any sort of pet. As long as it fits through the door, they'll take it. So just reconsider whether your alpaca will really fit through the door. Kimpton also has tons of great pet-friendly amenities. They'll give you dog beds, treats, and another great brand that I love is Aloft by Marriott. Again, no pet fees, and they have tons of pet-friendly amenities like pet beds and snacks and all that. You could also consider something like a vacation rental. Keep in mind that vacation rentals might still charge pet fees or additional cleaning fees to bring your pet with you, but often it's more common to find a vacation rental willing to accept your pet than a traditional hotel. Also, don't overlook pet-specific lodging. I'm seeing this trend growing increasingly, and it's actually hotels designed specifically for you to stay with your pet. They have extra pet amenities, big dog runs. Some even have activities so you can enjoy vacation together, something like pet stand-up paddleboarding. And maybe you skip the hotel completely and opt for a more creative type of travel. Maybe this year you consider an RV. That way you don't need to mess around with the airplane, your pet is with you the whole time, and odds are your RV trip will be heavily outdoors, which your pet will likely enjoy more anyway. If you really need to fly with your pet by air, here's another idea, and I promise it sounds absurdly lavish, but it might actually be realistic. Taking your pet on a private jet. especially as airlines are cracking down on what they consider an emotional support animal, whether they'll put them in cargo. Private jet companies are seizing the opportunity and they're marketing to pet owners. It's going to be expensive. $1,000 or more is pretty common to travel with your pet by private jet, but if you really need to get your dog in the air, that might be a smart solution. As we've discussed, it's expensive and it's complicated to travel with a pet. You might be considering just leaving them at home with a dog sitter, and that could be entirely possible. But don't discount the fact that it might be totally worth it to make those vacation memories with your furry best friend. I'm Sally French for NerdWallet, and I've never actually seen someone travel with an alpaca, but I look forward to the day that I do. If you learned something from this video, hit like and don't forget to subscribe.